What's up, everybody? This is Bills. That's ACG. We are the SkyBox podcast. Thanks for checking us out. Don't forget to like whether it's a video you're watching on YouTube or the podcast if you're listening through audio, through Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, and about 15 other ones. Don't forget to like and subscribe so that way you could get the best of last week. Basically, what we do here is take a look at everything that happened over the last week and give you all the best with a little culture on it. Is that about right?
Yeah. All right. That's what we do. Here.
All right. So let's take a look. The very first item that we have today is something that I didn't see coming. ACG. We have Aaron Rodgers one out of Green Bay. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I mean it's interesting. I've been saying this for a while. I think he should have been left Green Bay. I mean they don't respect him. They're not trying to put pieces together to have him win. I saw something that said I think like the last few drafts they drafted like all defensive players, and the one offensive player that they did draft for him was his backup.
Yeah.
That was kind of like a big fuck you to Aaron. So I mean, yeah, I would like to see him play somewhere else. It'd make it interesting.
It's tough when they like draft your position.
Yeah. Well, so good.
Yeah. Like, hey guys, not sure if you got different plans, but
yeah.
Now, question for you: does this affect him bouncing? Would that affect his GOAT status?
I don't think so, because I mean, Tom Brady just did it successfully. He went to Tampa Bay from the Patriots, and he won a Super Bowl. So I kind of want to see, things get shaken up a little bit. Him go to somewhere else, make it interesting.
Yeah, like I think with him, he put his time in. He definitely gave Wisconsin more than anybody since Brett Favre.
Yeah.
Except for the championship, but still,
Yeah.
But I think, and this is the case with most things, like you get to a point where they were the best that they were going to be.
Yeah.
And I don't see them getting better in any foreseeable future.
Yeah.
And like the GMs aren't making moves in order to like
help
push the issue.
Yeah.
So
yeah. They're drafting your position.
Yeah. It's like they started rebuilding, but nobody told him.
Yeah. So he needs to get out of there, go somewhere else.
Yeah. So where do you think he'll go? Like what do you think will be the best fit for him?
Buffalo. No, there's a bunch of teams, probably the 49ers.
Yeah. Okay.
When they went to the Super Bowl against the why am I blinking? When they won the Super Bowl against Patty Mahomes.
Yeah.
They almost beat them. If they had a better quarterback, I think they won that game. The Chiefs. Yeah, why am I blanking? When they faced the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. So and they almost had it. So if you put Aaron Rodgers in that Super Bowl, I think they have a good team. So I think they'll be a lock to at least get to the Super Bowl.
I was thinking much more selfishly than that. I was actually thinking just go to the Giants, the New York Football Giants. I mean, he won't really have anything there except he'll have a really nice apartment,
Yeah.
Shopping, great shopping,
Yeah. A super expensive apartment.
Yeah. Tax, whole bunch of tax,
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's the best fit for him. Just speaking objectively.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, so that's going to be interesting to see how that plays out.
Yeah.
Especially with Russell Wilson situation.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be crazy if like he ended up going to Seattle?
Yeah, I'm kind of for that though. I want things to get shaken up. I think that'd be interesting.
Yeah.
I think that'd be interesting.
Especially with like long time standards, like people who just don't go anywhere. It'd be really interesting. Especially, I mean, like you said, the GOAT, he started it last year. So
yeah.
All right. So next up we have KD. He put in a 40 piece.
Yeah. Okay. He looked good. He looked really good.
I'm gonna say I didn't see it coming.
Yeah.
Like I knew he was getting his feet under him. I knew he's looking really good out there, but I didn't see him going off already.
Yeah. I mean, and it's crazy too how efficient he was. I mean he's the most efficient scorer in league history. I think he went like 17 of 24 from the field and had a 40 piece. So like he wasn't missing.
17 of 24 is like the pass completion ratio for like Tom Brady.
Yeah. Yeah.
When I hear that, I'm thinking he had like at least 3 touchdowns,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it was crazy. I mean, with no because I don't think Kyrie played. Harden still hurt. So I mean, he put the team on his back. Yeah, I think with him playing like that, he might be the best player, not MVP, but he might be the best player in the league.
Not MVP. No. So he's actually gonna be healthy.
Yeah, no, that bodes.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's scary.
So my question is if he could keep it up. Like, definitely he's a profound scorer, but like with him having the large lapses in playing, with him just getting his feet under him, with him not having a ton of support from guys who are going to take over the games, I'm just wondering, like, is he going to be able to do this as much as they're going to need it?
Yeah, see, that's what my question was. If it was me, I'd they already have a playoff spot locked in, the number 1 in the East. So honestly, I would probably not play him. I would play him limited minutes.
Yeah,
maybe legs under him so he's not completely rusty come playoff time. But I think you should play him limited minutes. I don't think you shouldn't have him out here having a 40 going off 40, 50. Playing Pacers and the Pistons, like
that. I mean, because it would be somebody's job if he gets 63 against the Pistons and rolls an ankle.
Yeah.
It's like somebody's getting fired.
Yeah. So I would definitely limit his minutes starting now.
Yeah, for sure. Like, this is cool, but also there's much more at stake.
Yeah, he got to take a page from Kawhi's book. He's good at that.
All right. Next up, we have Dr. J leaving LeBron off of his Mount Rushmore, his tops lists.
Yes.
ACP, what do you think about that?
This guy should be in an old folks home. I mean, I get it though, because if you look at his teams, I think his starting 5 for his all-time team, it was all dudes he played against, which makes sense. So I think he had Elgin on there. He had Bill. He had Wilt. He had Logo, Jerry West.
Oh, okay.
So that was he didn't even have Jordan. He didn't have he didn't have nobody. He had them, which they're great, but
I mean, was this a list of people he wanted to like? He grew up idolizing. Like
yeah, that's what it should have been called.
Yeah,
yeah. I think this his second list for all-time team. He had Karl Malone on it. That's why I stopped looking. Like Karl Malone, he was great, but he's definitely an all-time top 2 list.
Like, you know, I'm not even gonna front. So I like Karl Malone.
Mm-hmm.
Like I like this game back in the day. He's like, I'm not sure if you ever saw it. 1993, I think there was a video game, like one of the first NBA Live video games, but the person was able to like do a layup like Karl Malone, where it's like got his hand out, like it was a huge thing. It looked horrible. They were little, like not even people, but you could see like the dude doing like this and doing a layup.
Yeah.
Aside from that, I mean, I think he put in so much work over a long time because of the fact that he just didn't retire. Like he was just still there.
Yeah.
So that's the reason why he has that, like the all-time. Well, he's not the all-time, but he's up there as far as points, just because he never retired, but he just didn't give it up.
Mm-hmm.
I think Stockton was a way better talent than Karl Malone.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like he kind of made Karl Malone. Like if you took John out there and you just had a Malone, can Malone dominate like say a Hakeem?
Yeah,
didn't have a John Stockton to kind of pick and roll with him.
And like you look at Stockton, he put it in all that work with the assists, but he led in assists and steals.
Yeah,
you know, like he was a real one.
From what I never saw him play, but from what I hear, he was a tough player, like a scrappy, kind of like a Chris Paul type, like just a tough mind player.
Yeah, definitely. Like between him and Jeff Hornacek, the other guy in the backcourt, like they wouldn't be the people you'd pick at the playground, like just like picking players.
Yeah.
You got like 2 6'4" white dudes.
Yeah.
But like they both got it in.
So let me ask you, who is in your first all-time team? If you had to choose a starting 5.
So the starting 5, I got Kareem, Sky look unbeatable, unblockable shot. Kareem's going first. Yeah, power forward. I know this one's gonna be, well, not really. I'm putting Tim Duncan forward. Small forward, like you gotta be on crack if you don't go with LeBron.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how you don't go with LeBron. Shoot. Now this is to me, this might be a hot take. I might have to save this one, but for my shooting guard, I'm going Kobe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm going Kobe. I'm leaving MJ out of that.
Wow. What's the logic behind that one?
He's gonna berate the rest of the team. Alienate everybody.
Yeah.
Just everybody else.
Yeah. Was Isaiah on that team? Nah, okay, good.
No, well, actually, and this makes perfect sense because for point guard, I got Isaiah Thomas. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So Jordan can't be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who you got?
I got. I'm gonna go with Kareem. It's kind of similar to yours, actually. No, I'm gonna go with Shaq.
Okay.
I'm going 2000 Shaq, early 2000 Shaq. As my center. Power forward, I'm going with Timmy. Quiet Timmy.
I almost went with KG there, but I'm going Tim. He got the rings.
Small forward, I'm gonna go with Durant. I'm gonna go with KD.
Whoa.
Yeah, but this is the thing now. So shooting guard, I'm gonna go with MJ. Yeah, I guess. And then my point guard, he doesn't really play the point guard, but he does. I'm gonna go with LeBron because LeBron is a point forward. It's a little dicey. See how it's fun there?
You got a big ass team, man.
Yeah.
What's your team like? Well, Jordan's the shortest person on your team, 6'6".
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, funny thing about it though, I think if that team actually got to play, I don't think LeBron gets to do point forward.
You don't think so?
Nah, I think that's again, Jordan's gonna take over. Yeah, LeBron crying in the corner somewhere.
Yeah. So let me take off Jordan. I'm gonna put D-Wade.
Yeah. Ah, damn. That's a good lineup though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So actually, I'm going to pose this for the viewers and anybody listening to the podcast. For the YouTube viewers, put it in the notes. Was Dr. J hating? Just say yes or no. Just hate. Was he hating?
Mm-hmm.
Was this an actual omission because he truly didn't think LeBron was worth it?
Mm-hmm.
So throw that in the notes. Anybody checking out the podcast through audio, leave a voice message. The link is in the show notes. We want to hear what you guys think about this. All right. So next up, this actually, I watched the Phoenix Suns game lately. It's all the work they're doing. ACG, has Chris Paul officially joined the MVP conversation?
Yeah, I think he has. I mean, you can't deny what he's doing. He put the team on his back the last 2 or 3 games in the fourth quarter, in the clutch to win some crucial games. So he's been going crazy. So yeah, I mean, by process of elimination, because everyone else is kind of injured, I think he has the fall at least third. Yeah, I mean, I think Chris Paul, I think he's underrated. I think they'll appreciate him more when he's gone, but I mean, every team he goes to, he makes that squad way better. When he was in OKC last year with a bunch of young fellas, he took them to the playoffs.
Yeah.
Goes to Phoenix, who didn't even know what the playoffs looked like. Now they're the what is this, the first or second seed?
First
seed. Yeah. So I mean,
first in their conference, I think. Yeah.
I think he's the best leader, like pure leaders, probably that we've seen.
Yeah, I agree 100%. The funny thing about it, it seems like his skill set is getting even more polished. Like a lot of times you'll have players who kind of, as they get older, they start falling off, they like miss a step. But like he's actually, I would take this Chris Paul over the Lob City Chris Paul.
Yeah, I would too.
And we're talking about like 10 years or so, like difference in time. But I'd take the older Chris Paul who's like knocking down jumpers and like still mixing it up, getting the assists, like for sure.
Taking people off the dribble, the mid-range. He just,
Yeah. You know, I have an unpopular thought, but I'm thinking the turning point in Chris Paul's career. I think you may remember this turning point. It was a painful, very painful point. It was when Steph Curry did that behind the back crossover.
that rejuvenated his career.
In that 2 seconds while he was on the ground, he's like, I just got to think over life. You know, what am I doing? You know?
The memes that came out of that were the best part. They had Chris Paul playing Twister.
I mean, it was almost like he was breakdancing for a second, you know?
Yeah.
So, I think that was the turning point. That was the point in which he said, I can't go out like this.
Yeah.
My family's watching. So, but yeah, I definitely think he's joined that conversation. With that being said, well wishes to the ACLs, the knees, the hamstrings. You know. All right. So that's it for the YouTube section of this podcast. Anybody watching on YouTube, be sure to like and subscribe, so that way you're the first to be able to get a heads up of what happened. Also, have a special giveaway. We have some special merch that we're going to be giving away. So we're going to do a random drawing of people who do 3 things. So you have to first like the video, subscribe to the channel, and then share it on social media. So for folks who do those 3, we'll be put into a draft. You're going to be drafted.
Yeah.
No, you're going to be in the raffle to win some of the new merch. We're going to be supporting that stuff shortly. So be one of the first to show your allegiance to the SkyBox. All right. So once again, this is Bills. That's ACG. Peace.
Peace.